Hi there, my name is Kara Mummy, and I'm going to talk to you today about an audiobook app called Audible. Right now I'm on my iPad or tablet, so I'm going to go ahead and click on my Audible app. And as you can see, this is the first page of my application. And it is what we call my library. So if you look down at the bottom, you can see right down here, you can see that we are actually on the library tab. And this is where any books that you download, purchase and download will save onto your library. So I've only downloaded one just because this is a new app to me as well, but this is a book that I've read with my third grade class, Lemonade Crime. So I went ahead and downloaded this and can show you a little bit about it. But before we do that, I also want to show you some things that you can do before you commit to actually purchasing a book. Now, Audible is a free app, but you do have to purchase books. But before you purchase them, you can actually go and look at different books and sample them. It's usually like a 4 to 5 minute sample, and you can hear most of the first chapter or whatever book you're looking at, and really get a good understanding if you really like this book, or like the narrator who is talking, and think about if this is something you would want to purchase. So if you want to look at different books or try to find different books, you can come down here to the Discover button, and I'm going to click on Discover. Now, right now I have it on a kids category, but it basically, you can either search by clicking your little search button up here at the top, or you can cancel. You can also go and you can look for categories. So they have everything from top rated books to science and fantasy, everything that you can think of. There's tons of different books that you can look at, or different genres that you can look at. I stuck with kids just because I teach third grade, and that's kind of where I think of whenever I think about purchasing books. And so I'm going to click the kids app, and I was already on there. So it pulls up all the list of the top kids books. And again, I can go search for a specific book, and they're probably going to have it. They have a huge database of books and texts that you can purchase. So I can search through here, and I can find a book that maybe I'm interested in. And let's see, ooh, we also read Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's a huge book in third grade, or really any elementary level. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I can see that I can either sample this, or I can add it to my wish list. And basically adding it to your wish list means that you're just kind of like saving it so that whenever you do want to purchase it, it's already there. So I'm going to go ahead and click sample now.
And I ended up learning all sorts of phrases that weren't right. For example, the way you're supposed to say "what's your name" in Spanish is...
Okay, so it started talking, and we can hear some of the words, and I just click on the pause button. Now, if you notice, if I exit out of this and I come down here to the very bottom of my app, I can see that I have the cover right there, and it will also take me to a play screen. So it's showing me that this is the last thing I've played. You can also kind of like skip forward 30 seconds, you can skip back 30 seconds, or you can just go forward or backward to fast forward or rewind. It also shows you up here how much time has elapsed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of this, click on the X button up here, and I'm going to show you some other things that this app does as well. So if you come down here to the Me button down at the bottom, this is going to show you a bunch of different things. So the first thing that it shows you is today how many minutes or hours you have been listening. Then it gives you a daily amount. Then it'll give you day by day. Then it will also give you a monthly amount and a total since you have purchased the app. Now you can see that there's 4 dots up here. So these are things that if you swipe, these are little badges that you can earn, and they will reward you or award you as you read more. And you can see, if you click on them, you can see 7-day stretch. This to get this badge, here's a hint: 1 whole book, 1 single stint. So that's so there's different badges for different things, and you can click on each one and figure out what each one is. If you continue to swipe, you are going to see that they are going to kind of be encouraging you to read more, so that there's a newbie, a novice, professional, scholar, master. So it shows you how many hours you have logged on listening to different audiobooks. And then if you swipe one more time, this is going to show you the titles in your library. So obviously I've only purchased one title, so you can see that my chart is pretty simple right now. But the more titles you purchase in whatever months, it will show you what months you purchased the most titles. So it just kind of keeps it up to date. Another neat feature that this has is down here, there's a button that says News. And so if I click on News, it shows that different books that have been talked about, maybe different apps, some of these are apps that have been mentioned in the news. So you can kind of keep up with what's been, what's something that's been popular or maybe controversial, and that will give you some insight on that. And then also you have your settings where you can manage the app like most apps have. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my library and I want to pull up my Lemonade Crime. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this book and it's going to pull...
This is Audible.
Sorry. It's going to pull up my, my book. And so now I have actually purchased this book, so it's going to have everything. I can do everything with this book. So there's some cool features with this that not only I can play, I'll play just a little bit of it.
Recorded Books presents an unabridged recording of The Lemonade Crime by Jacqueline Davies, narrated by Stina Nielsen. Chapter 1. Fraud. Noun. The crime of deceiving someone for personal or financial gain.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it right there. So you can just see that this is going to be chapter 1. And up here you can actually see that it says chapter 1 of 16. And then there are a total 2 hours and 30 minutes remaining in this whole story. Chapter 1 is going to take about 10 minutes and 22 seconds. Now, if I want to speed that up a little bit, all I have to do is come down here where it says speed times 1, and I can click on it and it's going to pull up multiple different speeds. So if I want my narrator to read quicker or maybe slower, they're reading too fast, I can adjust that speed right there, which is a really neat app or feature. If I want to look at what chapter, so say I'm looking for a specific chapter, or going to see how long each chapter is going to take to read, I can go and I can look through here and I can actually click on the chapter and have it play that chapter. Finally, I can also come down here to bookmark. And on the bookmark, what I do is if I am in a specific section, I can press bookmark while it's reading and it will save, it will basically save that spot. If you've ever used an ebook, you can kind of, or just regular book, you can bookmark pages, or maybe it's kind of like highlighting to say I really like this part or I want to remember this, and to have something to place there since you don't actually have a physical book to do that with. So this is a really great app to use. You can purchase all of the books on the mobile.audible.com website, and then they download straight to your app. So you can go on and search and find different types of books that you want to actually purchase. You can preview them here, purchase them online, and it's straight through your Amazon account. And fortunately, most avid readers already have an Amazon account, so it's a really awesome thing to just add to your list of apps and things that you can use. So I hope you found this useful, and I hope everyone goes out and purchases some audiobooks to start listening to. Thanks so much. Bye.